Before the break, we heard the incredible story of a teenage girl with a new lease on life after losing over 100 pounds.
What an inspiration. You know, it's never easy losing weight. It takes real dedication, and for many, that includes a low-carb diet. It's not as hard as you might think. Probably because dietitians are bringing one of your favorite players back into the game.
After decades in the doghouse, potatoes are back on the menu even for dieters.
This is good news for those who have unfairly avoided the potatoes.
And good news for other maligned starches like corn and rice, which have also received a bad rap in recent years.
When you typically hear of the word starch, you think carbs, sugar, weight gain, bad, avoid. So this is really exciting for the first time. We're really hearing starch in a positive light.
Starchy foods like plantains, bananas, yams, barley, and beans typically frowned upon when it comes to losing weight, but now increasing research shows they may actually help aid weight loss because they contain a unique kind of fiber called resistant starch.
Resistant starch is a form of carbohydrate that goes undigested in the stomach,
which means the body is absorbing less of the food's calories, says registered dietitian Stephanie Middleburg. Resistant starch also aids in digestion, boosts metabolism, reduces hunger, and improves blood sugar control, according to dozens of recent studies that have helped create quite a buzz about this latest nutrition trend on the internet.
What is the resistant starch diet, and does it actually work?
This lifestyle really changed my life. It's unbelievable.
This stuff is amazing. It's called resistant starch.
Now, a growing number of food manufacturers are making breads, bagels, and even pastas with resistant starch flour made from corn and even potatoes. But just like anything else, experts warn moderation is key.
The way I would map out the day, I would have banana in the morning and then add a half a cup of beans to lunch and then have a baked potato, a cooled baked potato at dinner.
Now, when you're on the go, it can be difficult to go low carb, but there are quite a few simple swap outs. For example, experts recommend replacing sandwich bread with lettuce leaves. That way you get all the same flavors with less sugar and with less carbs.
Now, Jimmy, I am so glad that you touched on that. For a lot of people, they say they can't eat healthy because they're just too busy, myself included years ago. But the truth is there are plenty of healthy options out there if you just take the time to prepare.
Okay, so I guess I have to confess, you've heard me admit it here, I am guilty of taking the occasional quick trip through the drive-thru every now and then.
Now, what comes to mind when I say healthy fast food? Are you thinking, yeah, right? Well, don't. It is a possibility. All you have to do is do your homework.
Bathroom, wash those dirty hands.
For Kyle and Melissa Marquardt, getting dinner ready for their kids isn't easy.
It's usually a challenge every night. The dinners are always at different times. You never know what you're going to get.
The Marquardts have busy work schedules, but they try to do the best they can to feed their kids home-cooked meals.
We're trying to, plan it out, something the girls are going to like, something they're going to eat, something healthy they're going to eat, something, you're never sure. We try to make a lot of our meals at home, but that sometimes doesn't always work either.
Good, isn't it?
And when that option doesn't work, Kyle says he's found another way to put dinner on the table.
Sometimes the biggest thing is just like, hey, we got to fit supper in here sometime. So let's hit a drive-through on the way. Let's do something where, we can get the kids quick, because if they don't eat, they get cranky.
For families like the Marquardts, eating healthy is a priority. But is it possible to eat healthy fast food? Dietitian Debroah Tang has some smart strategies.
I do believe that fast food restaurants do offer healthy choices. It's becoming more educated about it, more knowledgeable. Going online, all of these restaurants have nutrition information available online that you can look up and plan ahead.
She recommends choosing something sensible like a soft taco.
Looking for grilled options, something like a soft taco with grilled chicken or grilled lean beef would be a good choice. Something that has more vegetables in there, maybe tomatoes or shredded lettuce.
Soft taco, please, with lettuce and tomato.
Second, KFC. Tang says it's best to get grilled. If you can't resist the fried chicken, make sure you're watching for portion size. But better yet, choose something grilled like this two-piece meal instead.
Compared to the other meal, this would be much lower in calories and saturated fat.
Here is there.
Thank you very much.
And then I put the receipts in the bag.
All right.
Thank you.
Next up, McDonald's. While certainly known for their burgers, Tang suggests something like this Southwest salad.
So have salads. Side salad would be very low in calorie and also add more vegetables to a fast food meal, and so those would be some good choices I would suggest. Ordering grilled chicken instead of crispy chicken, and the type of dressing would matter as well. Getting a vinaigrette or a non-fat, fat-free type of dressing would also help you to conserve calories.
And for the kids, order low-fat milk instead of soda.
For a child, it would help them to round out the meal, give them some nutrition, give them some calcium along with their fast food meal.
And finally, Jimmy John's. Tang says to be cautious about the extras and add-ons before ordering your sub.
Moving and going easy on things like the avocado spread, mayonnaise, less on the provolone cheese, you can get that to a sandwich that's less than 500 calories.
She says using good judgment at the drive-thru can go a long way for your health, as the typical fast food run can have some potentially dangerous consequences.
It can lead to unintentional weight gain. It could lead to eating a lot of fat, especially saturated fat, which could have negative consequences in terms of cholesterol levels and heart health.
And as she points out, home-cooked meals are still likely to be healthier, but a trip through the drive-thru is okay, as long as it doesn't become too frequent.
I would say, once in a while, once a week, that would be fine. I understand that people are busy, families are busy, they're on the go, so it may be hard to say never.
It's not always easy to create, healthy choices, and any parents out there, we understand your struggle, we've been there, so we do it. So, as long as they provide those options for us, they're going to want those as well.
A bit of encouragement for the Marquarts as they balance a hectic lifestyle while trying to keep their kids healthy. Here are some other quick tips that may lead to smarter choices when ordering out. Picture the food on a plate. You might be surprised at how full your plate looks, which may prompt you to order smaller sizes. Pay attention to saturated fat and sodium content and choose healthier options. And consider easy at-home add-ons. Serve a side of baby carrots or a cup of soup if you're bringing the food home with you.
All right, so we've got the diet covered. Now let's focus on the rest of your body. A healthy self can go a long way in keeping you from getting sick. Up next, we're going to learn natural ways to pump up your immune system.
Maybe you depend on vitamins to stay healthy. A recent study found many pills don't contain the ingredients they claim. Find out how to get the same nutrients from food.
And despite what you may have heard, nuts are loaded with nutrients. We're going to see which ones pack the most nutritional punch and how a handful of this healthy snack might even help you live longer. Delmarva Life will be right back.